Barbell, I'm top rank. I think I've never cared about losses because for me it was the best fighting the best. I've always said that, and as a kid I dreamt of stuff like this, to be able to fight on a big stage like this in front of thousands of people at in Vegas, stuff like that, and I was just here to give my all. You know what I mean? I told my trainer before this, in the hotel room, I said, look, if I go out, I'm gonna go out on my shield. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I did. And again, I think like you said, I gained some fans, and I'm not necessarily sad about it. I'm just kind of bummed out. But it is what it is, boxing.
How frustrating was it for you? Because when he was hitting you were winning some shots that were missing by not much, right? And it had to be frustrating to know that you're that close to maybe dropping him and beating one of the great fighters in the world.
It's not, it wasn't so much frustrating. It's boxing. You know what I mean? He had good timing. I was just trying to catch him coming in, and I knew that his hands would go down. I knew his hands would go down when he would throw punches. So, our game plan was really to catch him in between his shots, and again, we dropped him, but it is what it is.
And Joe, I just want to ask you, the chin that he displayed in there, is that something you've seen before, or did he show you something different tonight with the way he was able to take those shots?
You mean Inoue or Ramon? Well, look, I know Ramon. I know Ramon since I met him, and I really like his style. He's durable because he spars 130s, 135s in the gym. Sometimes I don't have 122 pounders in it. And I knew he would take a punch. And communication is very important between the fighter and the coach. That's why I told him before the fight, I'm going to be asking you questions in the corner, and I want the truth. Because in order for me to know what's happening, I can make adjustments. So every time he came to the corner, I asked him, how you feeling? How's his power? The coach is okay, but he won't hurt me. He won't knock me out. I said, okay, but just, follow the game plan. You're doing great. And in a lot of moments, he followed the game plan and he did well. He needed a little bit more of that body work. But Inoue is very explosive. He's a great fighter. Much respect to him and his team. And like Ramon said, coach, he never hurt me. He overwhelmed me. He has great power. Great speed and volume of punches. I was just overwhelmed. It wasn't that he hurt me. So, at least I want to say sorry to the people for the fights we had this weekend. I'm very sorry. I'm a big fan and I'm a trainer. But I wanted to come here and give the fans a great fight. And this is whenever you guys see Team Diaz in an event, you guys are going to have a great fight. I promise you guys. So the day I die. That's why I choose my fighters, and I know what I got. And Ramon Cardenas and any other fighters that are coming along, I'll give you guys the best fights. Tonight, he showed what kind of a warrior he is. And like I told him, even if you put up a great fight, just show the people what you got. Sometimes you gain. Even if you walk out of that ring with a loss, you gain. Tonight, I feel like now a lot of people know who Ramon Cardenas is.
Ramon, quick question here. Was, in a way, everything that they described, were you impressed overall by what you saw and what you faced tonight?
Yeah. Again, he's pound for pound one of the greatest fighters ever, really. Like I said, it wasn't so much the power, because I've gotten hit a little harder from other fighters. It was more the overwhelming that he would throw 6, 7, 8 punches at a time. And I was just like, oh shit, it was never, like I told the ref, when he stopped the fight, I was like, I'm good. And the ref was like, no, I gotta save you from yourself. And I was like, fuck, I was disappointed, but it is what it is. I'm never gonna argue with the ref on why he does stuff, or why he does what he does. You know what I mean? Maybe he saw something that I didn't, but again, he's pound for pound great. You know what I mean? I just wanted to come out and show the fans and prove, like, hey man, boxing has to go back to like my trainer said, the best fighting the best, and it's not a popularity contest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Joel, one question for you. That knockdown looked a lot like Neri with that right hand coming down at a certain distance. How much did you study that fight in preparation for this fight with Ramon?
I never studied the fight. I never did. I saw a little video of Neri knocking him down. Neri's a lefty, he's a right. And I've seen Noah go down a couple times, but never studied, never saw a video. I just focused on him. Styles make fights, and I knew that he wasn't gonna be the same as Neri, and he wasn't gonna be the same as Nonito. But like I said, I was gonna make adjustments as the first round. First round, I always use it to see what he's doing good and what he's doing wrong. And the game plan we had was great, and I knew because Ramon has power on both hands. I knew that sooner or later, if he caught him, he was gonna drop him. It was just a matter of time. But yeah, as the rounds went by, he was overwhelmed, slowed down, and I just took over.
Ramon, obviously he's undisputed, so it's kind of tough. Like, where's the next title fight coming for you? Where do you see yourself going from here, though?
I mean, that's a good question because he's the. I mean, that's a good question. Ultimately, that's the thing I got to leave to this guy and my manager. You know what I mean? They the ones who manage my career. Here he has a call. So ultimately, for me, and you can. My manager's over there. You could ask him. I'll fight anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. I'll fight anybody as long as the money's good. I'll fight anybody. And other than that, man, I mean, I don't know where we go from here. You just take a day at a time. I'm gonna take a good vacation to Japan after this, and then we'll figure it out.
I just wanted to ask you. I mean, there was many times where it was like hellacious volume of punches coming your way, and you stood there and took some. What were you telling yourself during those moments?
I mean, I was, as funny as it sounds, man, I would get hit and I would kind of smile because, I mean, again, I love boxing, man. I love boxing and I love being in there. You know what I mean? I love being in the ring. I love giving people a show. You know what I mean? Ultimately, all you guys came to see a good show. So I love it and I enjoy it. I enjoy fighting. You know what I mean? I enjoy fighting and I was enjoying the moment.
Thank you guys. Now we're about.
Ernesto, you have to have the mic.
Ernesto, we're about to welcome in the monster Naoya Inoue coming in right now.
Last thing, real quick before I go. Everybody's been calling me a lip driver, but I'm a hell of a tough lip driver, right?
For the press conference. Press conference, sí. Todavía no terminé. Estaba hablando. Como 10 minutos más. Sí, MGM. Ok. Bueno.
Good evening. Congrats to both fighters. And Naoya, could you talk about the experience of coming here to Las Vegas, Nevada, to the USA, and fighting at the T-Mobile Arena against this particular opponent? How does this experience compare to your experiences fighting in Japan?
そうですね、カルデナスは映像で見せてるももっともっと強い選手でした。またこのラスベガスでカルデナスと戦えたこと、自分のキャリアの中ですごくいい経験になりました。
I'm very proud that I fought Cardenas in Las Vegas, and he was much tougher than I thought he would be, and it was a great experience for me.
Naoya, I wanted to ask, after you got dropped early in the fight, what adjustment did you make after the knockdown to allow you to have success?
まずは落ち着いて、ポイントをピックアップしていくことを考えました。
To be calm and fight and win every other round by points.
My question is for Ramon. Well, when you dropped him, did you think that he was going to get up?
I mean, I knew he was gonna get up because he's a warrior. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, he's pound for pound one of the greatest fighters. So, I knew he wasn't gonna go down that easy. So yeah, I knew he was gonna get up.
Naoya, was the experience of fighting here enough to entice you to want to return? Do you want to return to the United States and fight here again?
また機会があれば 戦いたいなと思います。
If I have a chance, I would like to fight over here again.
Naoya, right here. You talked about Ramon being very durable. When you went down in the second round, and then when he went down, were you guys just trying to knock each other out? Because both of your hooks were millimeters apart. Were you just not wanting to go to the body, or were you guys just headhunting the entire time?
そうですね、両方ですね、ジャブをつけながらボクシングをする、戦い方と、打ち合うところは打ち合う。
I wanted to use my jab and fight my style of boxing. At the same time, I wanted to knock him out.
Naoya, congratulations. Where do you go from here? When will we see the fight with fellow Japanese WBC bantamweight champion Junto Nakatani?
中谷選手とは試合を行いそうです。
いつ行いそうですか。5月ぐらいですかね。
Maybe next May, next year, 2026.
井上チャンピオンおめでとうございます。先ほどカルデナス思ったよりもいい選手だったっていう言葉があったんですけど、具体的にどういったところ、パワー、スピード、スキル、どういったところでしょうか。
全体的なボクシングもそうですけど、一番感じたのはすごい対策をしてきてるなっていうのを感じました。僕が見ていた映像とは全く違うカルデナスでした。タフさはすごくあるな、やる前から思ってたんで、そう簡単にはいかないなと思ってたんですけど、タフさはそのままです。
He said that Cardenas was much more stronger, tougher than what he expected. Basically,
We're going to do one last one. Lance, over here.
Naoya, congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask you, when you have a fight like this, do you say to yourself that you should probably just stay at 122 pounds, given the wealth of talent that is here for you? Or do you think that you will be encouraged to go up to featherweight at some point?
Well, この階級で体重を作っていくことができる限り、この階級で戦います。
As long as I can make weight at this division, I would stay in this division.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out for one hell of an event. Thank you, Naoya. Thank you, Ramon. And we'll see you guys soon.
I think Nakatani is taller.
Like how you do at the office?
Yeah. But Nakatani can go. Yeah.
Just need one shot.
I literally woke up. Just one shot. It's cool.
I was asking about you. Jermaine was the one who said he's all the way in the back. Yeah. He an immediate review.
Yeah, bro. What you guys doing? Steve Kim is saying. Yeah, text me. This is I see you, Maddie. Need it. 日本のチャンピオンの時に、はい、出発前に日が明けてないとか、日が明けてない話もあるんですけど、まあそれとは関係なく本人が希望してなかった。ありました。ありがとうございます。そもそも日本日が明けてないとか、日が明けになってねえじゃねえかって、そんな入ってます。
Whoa. Nag you off, nag you off, nag you off. Beat.
Shot, bro. I'm alright. You probably did more work, man. Enough for excess. Huh? Enough for excess.
So what did you get back from
fucking easy. London and got back yesterday. Probably 5 minutes?
And they cut everyone short.
Yeah. That's a wild shit have been part of. To be honest though, like I agree with the fans that shit should have been open to the public, but it wasn't fucking they wanted it. Did you see how many people lined up? Thousands. So the locker room at the Intercon West 44, it was a straight shot. Heat!
This guy.
Yo. How fucking crazy is that? You need that shit.
Oh, real season fights so boring.
More boring. I don't like it.
Stay with conference where the fights have high quality.
I need your help. What's up? Watch me work, baby. What's up?
My guy. And then you want to start with Inoue, right? Yeah, but your camera gear's not on.
Hurry up, Marcos. You need it. Good, bro. You manage the Instagram and shit, right?
No, I do more of the YouTube stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I see you around. You World Star?
World Star.
What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie Rick, man. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, I work with Ring. I used to work with Top Ring for a long time.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
So my old stomping grounds.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
you saw a lot of the homies in
Yeah.
there.
It's always love. All right, bro. See.
Maybe see you in Oakland or no? Or you
I'll be in San Diego.
Oh.
And I'll be in.
All right, man.
I'm everywhere.
You ain't skipping a beat, huh?
No, I'm not.
All right, man. See you later. Hey, you have a good one, bro. Finally a good event, huh?
You needed one.
These motherfuckers. Yeah. You get your Instagram, bro. Catch you around, bro.
I'll see you, bro.
Heard it. What up, bro? You alright? Goodbye. I'm great, man. How are you? Living.
I left journalism.
You guys are still doing Tuesday morning at the same time. That flight doesn't change. It's just the Wednesday. That's the only thing that changed. Yeah, I'm gonna send them all to you. On Wednesday, yeah, everybody gets to San Francisco on Tuesday. Then you guys all leave Wednesday morning at 11:15 a.m. So you gotta be at the airport for 9. Yes, but different. No, you guys are all leaving on Tuesday, but different times. You and Angelo are going to leave in the morning, and the rest of the group is going to leave at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to send you everything right now. Give me 5 minutes. I'll send it all your way.
Good seeing you, brother. Yesterday here. Hopefully see you again soon.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
What did you say was your name?
Probably Charlotte. I will go to Charlotte probably up until September. So I'll be back with Charlotte.
Are you going to the park for Europe?
Oh yeah.
Which ones are you doing?
We want to go all the way into Yosemite, Yellowstone.
I was going to ask you, have you got any of these parks? Visitor centers that have a fridge magnet?
Oh yeah.
You pick me up and I can do that.
Yeah, okay.
You see my fridge?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that back then when I went to these places. So she's just going. Just get the 4 units from the store.
No, I've got you. I want to do Portland as well. I'm not sure what the ones are that are there, but we want to do the
Mount
movies.
Hood is beautiful.
Yeah, what is it?
Mount Hood?
Yeah, I've seen good things about it.
There's River
Yeah.
There's some waterfalls there. Amazing. But yeah, anytime visitor center, you can pick me up, and I gotta just pick the most corniest one. That's the one that I want.
I'll get my kids involved in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which one's the worst one?
That's the one that I want. Thanks, brother.
Might see you first, but I'll let you know when I'm back down. But yeah, I'll be close.
All right, bro. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm out of here.
All right, good to see you.
Always good to see you.
See you soon.
Almost 10 years.
Now come back for a few days. We'll go back east. It's a little while. All right.
Yeah, before the fight. I actually go to LA soon, but I'm going to Japan today. I'm going to Japan in like 4 days. I'm traveling to Japan during the weekend. I have to go to Osaka this weekend. Because my friend is on the deal. Well, hello, this is
begging for a goddamn interview.
30分のインタビューを4本連続でやったの。俺だから水道と順とLA クリッパーズに追いかけてたので、バレちゃったっけグッチさんと別れた後だからもうバスケないのからグッチに開く、まあボクシングで来週ね、販売も言ったけど、ボクシングシュートボクシングの工具まああちこちでパスちょっとやっていいですかフライデーやる。で今日の試合はじゃあグッさん体気をつけて。試合でやりましょう。試合軽量。 Probably gonna say that. We'll see you, man. All right, take it easy.
You really fucking destroyed. I don't know whose that is, but this should be fucking.
Mata.
Meet again. And Helica, can you take a photo with?
I'm about to. I'm show you.
I'm gonna pay you. I'm a photographer. What's this? Nice. How'd you like the fight?
That was a good ass fight.
Did the last fight surprise you? Yeah, with Cardenas getting the knockdown?
Yeah, that was a good ass fight.
Crazy.
Yes, 100%. And when you go to New York, yes, good. Morgan, take care. I gotta fly home and go to
Good seeing you.
Yeah. I miss going.
Wait, what? Right with it, man. How you feeling? Yeah, tired. I was in London, New York. I'm here. Damn. Yeah. No, I didn't go there.
The sausage Nita.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll react at
I didn't go to Saudi. We got a London crew, so I said I had a good bill to the shoes. I'm like, bro, I live in America. Y'all live. It's a 3-hour flight for you guys from London. Y'all going. I ain't doing that shit. So I went to New York for that Ryan and that shit. I see you on it too. Yeah, like it was a cool experience and everything, but like I just wish the flights lived up to it, and it just wasn't good. And Canelo laid an egg.
Thank you.
I don't know yet. I might stick around and hang out with I just made the decision today because it's got my renewal. So I was gonna go month. No, so I was gonna until January because I'm doing month to month because my shit ends in August. I was like, yeah, month to month I need 3 G's a month. So I said, you know what? The 6-month option, it's only $70 more. I'll get out in January because there's too much going on for me. Anyways, I got profit and I think Haney Garcia probably going to win again. And then nobody's probably going to win. So I'm not I gotta hit up Chris and everybody trying to get in that fight.
Trainer was trash in LA.
Yeah.
That they hired. Of course, they had Tio's dad grab him. It ain't gonna happen to me there. Fuck no. I told Jess and Julie to their face. I didn't. Actually, I told Bud because he asked me. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Oh," I was like, "Well, I know Tio's dad wouldn't have grabbed you. I was there," and he's like,
Come on, shoot. Should I 5 minutes.
But yeah. No, I mean,
I'm chilling.
off, so I'm done.
Yeah.
If you want, whatever.
Just chilling. When you going to San Diego, right?
Yeah. You going to? Yeah, I'm going. Do your fucking long ass PowerPoint for it?
So I have to represent.
Yeah, so I told Chad about that shit the other day. She's like, no.
Yeah. You really have to represent.
I'm happy my Warriors won, so Houston going home tonight. So.
When they stop the fight, I was going to stop the fight because I didn't want anybody taking punches in the ropes, you know? And I told them, no, bring it around. I want to stop the fight, you stay on the ropes. And I was about to stop the fight. Look at that
Alguém problema se a gente foi um dobro.
Yeah, finally. Fucking hell. I think came from God, right? Right. He was just like, let me do you guys a favor. All right. All right, my peeps. Hi. So what you guys think of tonight? The night to save boxing. It's really they ruined the entire weekend and showed up. What a good fight. Man, what an incredible. I mean, this is what boxing needed, right? For sure this weekend. Oh, I almost say shit on camera. Um, yeah, good stuff. Let's see, pretty good fight. Let's see, Inoue is in his family names. First name is Naoya. For a fight answer, we're embarrassing. That's how the perspective. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty incredible. Just a war. Just, I feel like exactly what boxing needed this weekend. Um, Man, I got hella interviews. What should I put up first? I got Barrera. I got what else do I have? Oh, did you guys see my interview with Robert Garcia? He went off on Bill Haney. Um, I'm not happy with Bill Haney at all. I think because of it was different as usual. Maybe he injured his leg. Exactly. Pretty good fight early. This is what boxing is all about. You don't come run circles and make you pay the come to box, give people their money's worth. Exactly. Um, oh, top baby. Um, looked not in good condition in the first place. What do you guys feel about him moving to 126? I don't feel like he needs to. I mean, like the MJ fight is right there. MJ's really good. Did you get an Inoue shirt? No, but I was hoping that they were gonna because they shot one into press row. It just wasn't by me, or else I would have copped it. I wanted to because this is pretty special. This the fight itself is pretty special. I mean, we just saw Conor Ben and Eubank, right? So I don't know if it was better than that one, but it's a damn good fight. Damn good fight. What should I put up first? I got Cardenas. I got Barrera. Oh, I got I have a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go Tim Bradley maybe. Tim Bradley went off on basically everyone else who fought this weekend. Um, he was here went off on Haney.
kind of went off. Did he go off on Canelo? I feel like he went off on Canelo. Um, let's see. Did you guys know now? I know I do hate the if you were to move up higher. Yeah, which makes sense to me. I feel like we don't. Why do we need him to move up? Like just so that he clearly has equal challenges to his greatness at his weight class. Like MJ is a great fighter. MJ's out of Cardenas' camp. He's out of Holo Diaz's camp. So you know, um, I mean that's like you give Howell Diaz another crack at a great fighter like that. Like that's it's only going to get better, right? Um, let's see, if I should have brawled for the T-shirt, I'm sure you brawl would have been better than Friday's. I think it's better than Ben Eubank had knocked down the hard punches. That's a good point. I mean, it did have knockdowns, right? Like Ben Eubank didn't have any knockdowns, but that last, I mean, I don't know. That last round was incredible with Ben Eubank. Maybe that should be round of the year, and this could be fight of the. I don't know. It was great fight night. I'm very lucky to have seen Inoue in person, man. This is my second time actually. I saw him the first time he was in America on Tom Loeffler's Superfly shows in LA. Um, but both times spectacular, man. It truly is like, I think maybe people pigeonhole him a little bit, saying that he's like, I mean, he's clearly the best Japanese fighter I feel like I've ever seen in my lifetime, maybe ever. But I feel like that's kind of pigeonholing him too, because he's just one of the greatest fighters of all time. It's not like he doesn't matter. He's from Japan, could be from anywhere, and he's still one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen. Why do people want Inoue to move up? I don't know, man. I feel like it's just for the factor of like that's the culture of boxing these days, right? Is to like to move up to push your limits. But I mean, there are guys like Marvin Hagler who never did it and are all time, you know. Um, and he's already dominated three divisions. Like, what are we talking about here? Why does he have to do that? He doesn't have to do it. Um, Jay, man, two-time undisputed in four divisions. You don't have to move up. That's what I'm saying, Jay. I feel like he doesn't have to. And there's challenges where he's at. Should another Cardenas fight would be great. Him fighting MJ out of the same camp. It's a great fight. Who wouldn't want to see another Cardenas fight? You know what I mean? He is undersized. People just want him to lose because he is an American. They keep pushing the goalposts further. I don't know if it's because he's not American. I feel like we push American fighters to do that, right? Like, um, it's just the culture of boxing these days to like, you got to move up. You got to like challenge yourself, which I agree with challenging yourself, but the challenges are there. He doesn't need to, he doesn't need to do more. Like, again, a rematch with Cardenas would be incredible. Um, so yeah, I don't agree with the fact that he needs to move up. I completely disagree with that. Um, let's see. Yeah, finish. Everyone wants locals to win. That said, Inoue is the best, and he has proved it by now. I agree. No, Javante doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Javante. I mean, people maybe push him, but he's another guy. Why can't he just be great at 135? Um, I knew it doesn't need to come back to the U.S. to fight. I completely agree with that. He does not. Um, I mean, you know, don't tell him that just because I want to see him again. But because it was pretty incredible. If you guys haven't seen my video of of his walkout. I mean, you guys got to watch it. Like playing the national anthem was dope. A lot of Japanese fans. It wasn't even just Japanese. You could tell they were just pure boxing fans. That was like this Latina woman who was like when they were chanting Inoue, she was like Inoue. Yeah, it was just incredible. It was incredible. Like he boxing fans know what they're seeing with him, and you could tell everyone in there today knew they were seeing something special. Knew um, knew they were witnessing greatness. Um, it's just what it was. They just knew that it was we were in for something special. It's exactly what it felt like. That we had something special going on. Was the angle good? I don't know if you guys watched the whole live streams. Thank you guys for the 39. You hit the thumbs up. Whoever you guys watching, if you guys are still watching, sticking around with me, I appreciate it. Hit that like button for me. Just helps the algorithm and stuff. Um, but I had to leave the room to get more interviews. Was and I saw someone moved my camera while I was gone. What did you guys get to see the new press conference, or did somebody move the camera before that and it got messed up? Did you guys were able to see that? I don't even know. I got to look at the live stream myself, but you guys let me know. Um, Man, what a fight, man! Ramon Cardenas, what a monster. Ramon was talking about being a Lyft driver and how people were criticizing him about that. And he, rightfully was like, there's nothing wrong with making an honest living, which 100% true, right? What are you guys talking about here? But it was a good show. All amazing and new. It was truly amazing, Koi. Truly, truly amazing. Maybe you should go to Japan and cover one of these. Bro, I 100% should go to Japan and cover one of his fights. If you want to drop a super chat and help me towards that going to Japan fund, I appreciate it. Because that's the only reason I wouldn't go. The funds to go over there is kind of crazy, but I would love to go to Japan to cover it. That would be. He fights always in December too, so that might be the game plan is to go over there for that. Um, did you see the post for Oscar? He said Inoue was saved. Did he really? I haven't seen that yet. It's on IG. I mean, he 100% did save boxing. I want to look at Oscar's post. Did he say it on Twitter or where did he say it? Yeah, the Japanese venue. It looks kind of crazy. It looks like it just looks kind of. I mean, I would love to experience that 100%. Um, it just being. I'm not only just going to Japan. Period would be an experience, but it'd just be incredible to experience that. Especially him in his homeland. Like that would be super. That'd be super incredible. Oscar said it on Twitter. Okay. What did he say? Like, but could you write the quote on there, just so I could read what he said? Um, Teofimo was here. He didn't. Okay. I don't think he talked to many people, but he was here. I talked to Leonidas. He talked about Haney, trashed Haney a little bit. Rank the fights of the weekend, guys. What do you think? I feel like this evening was probably the gonna be at the top, but I don't know. Rank the fights of the weekend. How do you guys think it went? Just considering the USA just thinking in my mind. Inoue has R. He definitely does. Yeah, you're 100% right. I really gotta go see him in Japan. Truly, Jay, he dude is a special fighter, 100%. He just special, man. Just you can't like special fighter. I kind of hope he doesn't move up. I mean, Rafael Espinosa looked great, and he's like enormous. He looks like he's like the Paul Williams of the featherweights. I want to say he's the tallest featherweight champion ever at 6'1". Um, he can clearly take a shot. Um, and knew his power maybe moves up with him, but why do you want that monster? You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I don't. I'd love to see him in Japan. I'm telling you, I need some help with the super chats to help me get there. Oh, Nakatani in Inoue in Japan. Yeah. That might be the one right there. And that I would say, what month are we in? April? I want to say the game plan is for him to fight MJ, um, the dude from not Kazakhstan. Where is he from? Where's MJ from? Do you guys know? Uzbekistan, I believe. Um, man, if he fought first, that fight's not even like a guarantee because MJ's like good. There's a reason why MJ's like last on the list. Not last on the list, but they're not in a rush to face MJ. You know what I mean? Like, um, for a reason. Uzbekistan. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. I thought so. Let's see. I have a feeling he would lose if he moved up. Friday is like 210, Saturday 410, Sunday 1010. Mad props to got in this boy came away. Yeah, he did. Um, man, let's just talk about that too. Like nobody was giving Cardenas a shot at all. I want to say at one point I knew it was like a minus 6,000. If you put at one, I mean, this was more closer to the fight, but I want to say if you put $100 on Cardenas, you were going to win $1,200. So, I mean, that's how much of an underdog he was. That's how much no one was giving him a chance. Um, and that's saying that's closer to the fight. That was like, um, I was like fight time. You know what I mean? So prior to that, my boy, shout out to my boy Rex. He um, he checked like live odds at the time when we were here right before the main event, and it was yeah, it wasn't looking good for Cardenas. But you know, good for Cardenas, man. He did his thing. Let's see. How does Espinosa even make that? Oh, hold on. Let's see. I have a feeling he would lose if he moved up. Yeah, Coy, I don't like it, man. I don't like the idea of him moving up. My heart was gonna stop that round too. Yeah, bro. That was incredible. Had there been a little more time in that round, you know, we might be having a different conversation there because the way Inoue fell against Neri was not the way he fell against Cardenas. Like against Neri, it seemed a little more of a, I don't want to say a flash, but he looked like he had it together a little bit more, right? Like um, right before he got up against Neri. And this one, I want to say he didn't catch the count till about like 6, 7, something like that. And then, he got a bit, I'm not saying he was like super dazed or anything, but I mean, like, Cardenas had a little more time. We might be having a different conversation right now. I knew it pound for pound number one. What do you guys think about that? I do. mm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I feel like um, I incredible fighter, obviously. Um, you know, Usyk, for me, Usyk's pound for pound number one. I feel like, he's literally doing pound for pound in real time, right? Like was a cruiserweight undisputed champion, undisputed. Then went up to heavyweight and became the undisputed heavyweight champion. Like he's literally doing pound for pound as in real IRL. You know what I mean? Um, Inoue is incredible, but and shows vulnerability that I don't think Usyk has shown, right? Like Usyk hasn't been dropped unless you count that like Daniel Dubois thing. Um, Crawford hasn't. No, I mean Crawford got dropped against like Gamboa like years back, right? But so I think Anu has shown vulnerability to where maybe you can't call him pound for pound. Um, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to argue with you too hard. You know what I mean? He is an incredible talent. All right, I'm putting up Joel Diaz's interview right now. What are you guys saying here? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Shoot, and Tiger Johnson just leaving the media room. Yeah, I feel like he would have been losing. Yeah, Espinosa looks sharp. Espinosa did look super sharp. He's going to be a problem for anyone at 126. Is Navarrete at 130? Navarrete's at 130 now, huh? Or 30 or 35. Did he go to 30? I know he went to 35 for when he lost to the Ukrainian dude that Keyshawn beat. But I mean Navarrete, if he, I don't think he can make 126. But that'd be a great fight for Espinosa. If not, good. Oh, you know what the fight is for Espinosa? Just I know Jay said that comment a while back, but I'm trying to get to all you guys. But the fight for Espinosa is the Shushu fight. It's a great fight. Shushu is knocking out the door. Someone's gonna have to deal with him eventually. And the fact that Espinosa and him are in the same weight, like not only the same weight class, but um, the same. What am I trying to say? Same promotion company. I mean, that needs to happen already. You know, I feel like that's not needs to happen already, but you know, that's a fight to make, and we don't. It's not too hard to make, so I feel like we're right there for that fight to happen already. I got a good video of Tim Bradley and Rafael Espinosa. All right, let's see. Da, 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 da. Nakatani's the one, man. That's gonna be a good fight. Nakatani's what 118 though, right? Like so. I think Inoue should wait for him because, like we talked about, I don't know about 126. I don't know how Espinosa makes 126 at 6'1". That's pretty incredible, and he doesn't look like he has a whole lot of trouble doing it. Which I mean, I'm sure he does, but he doesn't look like drained or anything. You know what I mean? Next September with Inoue and Nakatani, maybe. You think it'll be like a year, like next September and like in like a few months, or like in 2026? You think, Koi? Oh, they said maybe 2026. Okay, yeah. Being a superstar can be tough. That's 100% true, man. Yeah, I see a lot of people in the comments hyping up Casumero. Oh, I don't know if I'm like super juiced on that. Um, I mean, do you guys really want that? Casemiro like kind of knocking on the door like that more than like Nakatani, more than MJ. I'll give you maybe MJ's not knocking on the door too hard, but if you're a hardcore, you know who MJ is. You know what I mean? Koi, I hope he doesn't move up. I kind of hope he doesn't too, bro. Ooh, ball. But again, it's 26. Like, I don't think he needs to do that. Ball Espinosa. Ooh, that's the fight right there. Fun fight. Hard to see a new way down. No, I hear you, man. Today his down was kind of bad, but he recovered pretty quick. I agree. Yeah, yeah, Jay. He definitely composed himself. He, which is that's what Cardenas. I'm gonna put that one up next. Cardenas actually said that the most impressive thing about him was his poise. Um, he to get dropped the way he got dropped, eating that shot, and then to like make the adjustments and continue fighting and breaking Cardenas down. That's impressive stuff. That's super impressive stuff. By Usyk, Crawford, and Inoue. Any order between 1 and 3, but Inoue is more entertaining in my opinion. Yes, I agree with you there for sure. I think out of all three, I mean, obviously, I think Usyk and Crawford are definitely entertaining for sure. But it's almost like Inoue's vulnerability that um, makes him that entertaining, right? Like, which is, I mean, that's what we want. That's what boxing needed this weekend. That's for sure. My issue with the heavyweights, most of them are not skilled fighters, but rely on size and power, and most of them lack discipline. I don't know if you could say that. I think Tyson Fury is a special fighter, a special talent. Usyk clearly is a very special talent. Um, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Even a casual fan like myself, I can see the big difference. How Inoue is amazing to others. He really is. Inoue doesn't care about Casemiro, though. He said that. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. What has Casemiro done? Am I missing something? Has Casemiro done something recently that I don't know, haven't seen or something? The newest team won't work with Casemiro again. They didn't like the time wasters. They won't work with Sam Goodman again. They had issues or what? What happened? They were like in negotiations and Casemiro like I don't know what happened. Tell me what happened. Only wants to fight strong opponents. It's actually one of the conditions in his contract. That's crazy. Showing his human side is also part of English charm. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there. Um, it's what makes him entertaining. You know what I mean? It. So yeah, no, good for. All right, I just put up Tim Bradley. I got Joel Diaz coming up. Um, Joel Diaz ripped like Canelo and Haney. Um, and said something about how uh, these guys tonight made like a fraction of what these other dudes made. And he said he wanted his money back. He said he paid like 120 or something like that to watch it wherever he watched it. Like, I don't know why he paid that much. I don't know why the hell we should have got the bundle. Um, but I guess I don't know, maybe he paid for like some other people too or something. But he was like pissed off um, that he paid off that much to watch those fights. Did you guys buy the bundle this weekend? Bye. Sure. Hey, quite appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing these after lives. I tend to just kind of cut it off, but it's cool editing and talking to you guys. I'm enjoying it too, Corey. Fight was scheduled, but COVID happened. Casemiro. Oh, but he didn't want to Take a pay cut. And who was willing to take a pay cut? Okay. Yeah, what I mean, it's your chance, bud. That's it. Hey, brother, safe travels home, bro. Yeah. You ended up fighting Malone. Oh, that's right. That was like during the bubble and stuff, right? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching the channel, Koi, but you know, love boxing since I was a kid. Since my dad would sneak me into bars in East LA and pay the guy $20 to let me, they'd like put me in the corner or something with a hat on, and I remember watching Holyfield Bow in like a bar in East LA. Um, yeah, it was good stuff. um, and yeah, man, started covering boxing about ten years ago this year, actually. And here I am, brother, talking to you guys. Where are you guys at anyway? Where is everyone watching from? There we go. What are we talking about here? Hey, appreciate that, Coy. Thank you for the subscription, bro. He also is known for missing weight. I do remember that. He's missed weight hell at times. Um, and then I also remember that kind of weird video. Do you guys remember that weird video where he was like with the shirt off with some other dude? And I don't know, it looked lightweight weird. Um, Also, he is known for missing weight. Didn't a customer also test positive or something like that for something? Didn't he test positive for something bad? UK stayed up 3 nights in a row, which they never had on Friday and Saturday. Man, credit to you for like making it, bro. Because I was on my time and I was there. It was a little rough. Um, I was actually on a plane for Canelo. Um, and that one, I was a little, I mean, luckily I had like slept most of the time already in the other one. Um, so I was awake, but I mean, it wasn't helping my awakeness. My awakeness. Is there a word for awakeness? It wasn't helping me staying awake, I'll tell you that for sure. Um, all right, just put up Polo Diaz. Um, let's see. Yep, Cardenas, a straight up guy. The post fight interview was awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna actually put up my post fight interview. I asked him to kind of break down the knockdown itself. Um, he described it as kind of being like just like, oh crap, I got him. You know what I mean? The kind of I got a super dope Rafael Espinosa and Tim Bradley. Um, just Tim Bradley like talking to Rafael Espinosa. Shout out to Gabe. Um, Top ranks guy Gabe. He just was in real time translating. It was kind of crazy to see. That might be the most impressive part of that whole thing. Um, but it was super dope. It was super dope. Like Tim Bradley um, was just able to kind of talk to him, Rafael Espinosa, and Espinosa was understanding all of it because Gabe was like killing the translation in real time. Um, that was super neat. I'm uploading that video right now. You guys got to check that out. That's super super cool. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Can someone translate what the Japanese says? Shout out to you who was in Japan, I'm assuming. Writing in Japanese. Appreciate you watching. Thank you, thank you. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys all watching right now. Subscribe to the channel. Got it straight. Yeah, Koi. Why are you buzzing? I knew I was supposed to fight with a guy from New Zealand, but the guy canceled twice in a row. What guy was that? Um, I didn't like the Times Square venue. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was rough for sure. I mean, it was cool to kind of be, I don't know. I don't know. It was a neat thing to, um, I don't know. It was, it was dope to see boxing on a stage like that, like in the sense of, just getting that type of, I guess, exposure. But the fans couldn't see it. I know they kept panning to the fans while during the broadcast, but they were like down the street watching it on TV. Um, I'm talking to my people, bro. Got Fight Hub harassing me over here. um, but yeah, it was. I don't know. It was cool, I guess. Um, Great fight, Cardenas as a champ. I agree with you, Takashi. Really, truly incredible. I really hope Inoue isn't injured. Yeah, I hope not. I don't know. Did he say anything? Hey, has anyone reached back in the live and told me if Inoue is? Hey, look at that. Good for you. Times Square in New York. How was it? Yeah, I don't know quite. It wasn't. I don't know. It was a cool thing to see, I guess, but it wasn't. No, it was. It was. I don't like hating on boxing, so I feel like it was. It was. I don't know if they'll do it again. It was a spectacle for sure. The Haney fight was unbearable. I was struggling to stay up that day. Yeah, and then Ryan Rowley was a little rough too. Um, it's crazy that Devin Haney, having only landed 70 punches, still outlanded Canelo, still outlanded Ryan. I want to say outlanded Rowley. You know, I know a lot of people are hating on Devin Haney, but yeah, I don't know if you could say he had the least entertaining fight of the weekend because it was just a historically bad weekend for action wise in boxing. You know, it was invitation only, no crowd. Yeah, that was one of the things Ryan said was that it was he said it felt like a sparring session because people were, you know, there wasn't a crowd. It was just kind of like VIPs in there, and I don't know, kind of VIPs don't, I guess, make the noise that he was expecting, you know. Um, but it seemed quiet, and you know, there's difference from like a roar of a crowd in like an arena. You know what I mean? Like it's just different. It's different. It's just, you feel the energy. Like tonight, you felt the energy. Like just you did. You felt the energy of the fans in there. Like, and it's that means something to fighters. Like fighters get up for stuff like that. All right, I just put up the Rafael Espinosa, uh, Tim Bradley video. It's a super good video. And shout out to the Japanese media that was here all in here today in LA. It's cool seeing like my colleagues, just people who care about boxing like that. You know what I mean? It was super dope. You know what a fight tonight, man! Thank God this fight happened because it was boxing had a rough weekend. What are we talking about? Wasn't Tiny and Skull on the same night? Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that would have been kind of a tough one for sure. Sam Goodman, huh? That's the first time I've heard Sam Goodman's name. I thought it was a real boxing fan. You guys are showing me up right now. Yeah, Vegas was lit, man. Really, really good. I don't know if it was. I don't know. It wasn't a sellout because the whole top part of the venue was like blocked off. Um, so yeah, I don't think so. Um, but I'm glad it was in that arena as opposed to like the MGM. I was kind of critical of it at first because I'm like, man, why do they have it at T-Mobile? T-Mobile is like huge. Um, but in retrospect now, having watched it or having been there, it would have been too much for the Grand Garden Arena for sure. Like there was more people, but it was fuller, I think, than what the Grand Garden could sustain. And it deserved a big stage. It deserved a bigger stage than the Grand Garden Arena. The T-Mobile was the right place because it was electric in there. It truly, truly was electric. All right, I'm putting up Cardenas' video right now. Who else did I talk to? JT entertained, but could have put more heat on Barbosa. I agree with that. But I mean, it seems that way. Maybe the outside looking in. But I think Barbosa, did catch him with a couple right hands. I think enough to where, you know, why risk it against a guy like Barbosa, right? Like Barbosa's a good fighter, but why risk? I don't know. You're beating him. You're out. You're out. You're outboxing him. Maybe you push the pace against somebody else, like a bigger fight, right? Like a Tank or a Keyshawn or a Ryan or Haney or something. Maybe kind of go after it against a stage that you feel is bigger, a stage that you feel is makes more of an impact as opposed to a guy who you're kind of beating easily, and what's the point of risking it? I mean, for and entertainment purposes, I understand, but I don't know if you have to do that. If you get the win, you're winning comfortably. I don't know. It's still had the best fight of the night, right? Even with the way he did it. Devin had PTSD in his fight, and Ryan needs to get his mental faculties in order. Yeah, I just thought Ryan, and first Devin, I guess. I see why people say that. Um, you know, didn't want to get hit at all, but I mean, who wants to? Um, yeah, he shouldn't. But I think that was his first time out. I think it might be different next time. Um, the problem is, who is it next time, right? Like, it's not Ryan, obviously. Um, who's it going to be? And Ryan, I think, I think I might. I don't know. I don't know what happened with Ryan. He seemed to kind of just. I don't know. He seemed to feel something was off. I know he talked about being in the Batmobile for a while and it smelled like gas in there for a while. Um, I don't know how much that all affected it, right? And it could have just been the left hook from Rolly that just made him change his mind. Um, but I don't know. He had a year layoff. I'm sure that didn't help. It could be a little bit of a silk pajama thing, right? Like Ryan has more money than he could ever spend, and maybe just doesn't have the desire for it the way he used to. It could have just been off night. I mean, it could just be Rolly's night. Time will tell. Let's see. Jay and Skull really tarnished his reputation because he didn't come to win. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we see Skull again, to be honest. Um, you know, I know Canelo said, Berlanga didn't, just kind of came to survive, but I feel like Berlanga fought a good enough fight that obviously we care to see Berlanga again, right? Like, I don't know if Skull did that. I don't think Skull did that. Bob loves Inoue so much. Yeah, he does. Um, it was a relief. Let me plug. Get the plug. Where's my plug? Who doesn't do that when they see Marcos, though? I don't know. Did he, though? That's an easy one. The mom thing's an easy one. Something light. Something less. Something light. So Lee said I knew I wanted to thought was going to lose the match. Yeah, Bob was trashing Friday night fights. Top rank for the win. It's 100% it, Jay. Top rank for the win. 100%. Bob said Barbosa couldn't break. Bob's. How great is Bob, huh? Bob is one of the few old school dudes who were like, um, just tells it like it is. Doesn't care. God bless Bob. Um, do you think Inoue stoppage was early? I don't know, to be honest. It seemed a little early. Obviously, stuff like that had been happening throughout. But to be honest, like, um, um, Joel Diaz told me that he kind of he was like seconds away from stopping it himself. So, I mean, I think the writing was on the wall, right? Like, I think it was pretty close to kind of ending up that way anyway. Um, so I don't know what it looked like on TV. I didn't think so, but because I felt like that had continued to happen a lot. So I don't know if I think it was only a matter of time at that point. So additional damage. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jay. No need for anything worse. The opponent was kind of ready to die. Oof. Yeah, which in all fairness, like we don't need to see anything like that because that's happened a lot in boxing. I feel like, especially more recently, when guys don't make it out, and that's terrible. Cardenas is a warrior, but the ref has to save these guys from themselves. 100%, Jay. 100%. Yeah, Corey's a good chat, man. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. Do you guys think Inoue got damaged from the fight today? I mean, I think, um, these guys, this isn't a game, right? It's not a basketball game. It's not tennis. These guys, like, I don't think ever truly, unless it's like a super easy fight, like for one of the guys. Like if you get a first round knockout, maybe you end up leaving, whatever, like the same as you got in or whatever. But, boxing one of these sports that you don't play, right? Like maybe you don't. Um, I don't know. You don't leave the same every time. So I think Inoue will be different. I mean, this is the second time he got knocked down. It's not like it's already kind of in his head that this could happen. So, I mean, I wouldn't say damage, but to where it's going to be like a crap fight or whatever after that. But I think, he left himself in there tonight, a piece of himself in there. And you got to respect that out of these guys. Boxing is a sport. I knew I said in the interview that he is a fighter, not a warrior, because boxing is a sport. Yeah, that was the homegirl, Jay, from Best Women's Boxing Show period with Cynthia. Shout out to them. She's the one that asked that question. I think boxers lose a bit of themselves after shots like that, 100% Jay. But Inoue really gets going when he gets hit. I believe he gets going. I also believe that he, um, learns, right? Like he learns from it and adjusts, which is not all fighters could do that. He's special. He's super, super special. I think boxers lose a little of themselves after shots like, oh, we talked about that already. Um, yeah, maybe a little early as opposed to the Mary one. Mary 32 KO. I think he received more damage from the first fight with Donaire. 100% five? 100% more damage. That was a grueling fight. Grueling fight. Look at all these fights that Inu has given us. We gotta appreciate this dude while he's here because it's incredible. It's incredible to watch him. This fighter died after the fight last year. Yeah, he was only 23 years old. Man, see, I mean, fights need to end. If we have to sacrifice a fight ending early and people live, that's worth it, right? 100%. All right, guys, I got Tim Bradley up. I got Joel Diaz up, Tim Bradley, and Rafael Espinosa. I just put Cardenas up. Cardenas, check out Cardenas' forehead in that video. He's in bad shape. That was a rough one. I talked to Brandon Moreno too, the UFC champion. Shushu. And I talked to Barrera. What's going on, brother? What's that? Houston. People are talking crap about William Skull and oh man, people are just talking crap about like crap about William Skull and just him running around and one of the dudes is running around like Skull right now. It's pretty funny. William Skull is still sideways? He running sideways? Oh man. Oh, it's some dude just clowning and saying William Skull is still running from Saudi Arabia over here. He's just still running. Oh man. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. I'm about to wrap this up and head back. It's 11 p.m. here, but I appreciate you guys all hanging out. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button before you bounce if you haven't already. Koi J5, appreciate you guys all kind of participating. Everyone else who did as well, appreciate you guys. Um, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go live maybe Tuesday. Oh shit, that's tomorrow. No, what's tomorrow? Monday's tomorrow. I'm gonna go live and do kind of a recap of the weekend. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, man. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that. And hopefully I do one of these from Japan one day. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. See you guys at the next one.